Hey guys, gizmoddict here, and it looks like Xiaomi is back with a bang because today they announced their new devices, the Redmi Note 7 as well as the Note 7 Pro. Both of them are super interesting devices, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about these new phones. So let's not waste any more time, we'll get started with this video. And I'm also making this video in Hindi, so if you guys are interested, I'll drop a link to my Hindi channel in the description box. And while you're in the description, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that you guys don't miss out on more such videos. Now let's get started. So the major change that Xiaomi did is that Redmi is now a separate sub-brand under Xiaomi. So how you have Poco, Redmi is now its own individual brand. It's still going to be under Xiaomi, but now on all of these phones, instead of the Mi branding, you will now get a Redmi branding. And under this new Redmi sub-brand, you have the Redmi Note 7. And seriously, this phone looks amazing on paper, and almost every phone in its competition like the Realme 2 Pro, the Zenfone Max Pro M2 should be scared of this phone. So let's talk about the specifications first. So on the outside, now the Redmi Note 7 will get a glass body. So Xiaomi is ditching the whole metal body thing and they're going with glass, which I think is a good decision because it feels more nice and premium. And on the front as well, now you get a Waterdrop notch. So instead of the normal huge notch that you have on the Redmi Note 6 Pro right now, the Redmi Note 7 will get a Waterdrop notch like the Realme devices. So that's a welcoming change, and you also have, I think, a 2340 by 1080p display. So 19 by 9 aspect ratio, and it's gonna be around, I think, 450 nits of brightness, and it will be a 2.5D glass. On the back as well, the glass body would be 2.5D, so the build quality of the phone should be good. And Xiaomi is claiming that the glass is very durable on the Redmi Note 7, but I can't comment on it until I test the phone. What I like the most on the outside of this phone is that Xiaomi is finally ditching the micro USB port and they are going with USB Type-C. And the Redmi Note 7 would also support fast charging, so Xiaomi is going to give you a 10-watt fast charger inside the box. I don't think 10 watt is super fast charging, but then they're also going to be making an 18-watt charger which will support quick charging 4.0, so that you can use on the Redmi Note 7. They'll sell that separately. So yeah, you have that option of having quick charging 4.0 on the Redmi Note 7. And the phone will also retain a headphone jack. Unlike the Mi A2 where Xiaomi ditched the headphone jack and everyone complained about it, that phone will have the headphone jack. So I'm really happy that Xiaomi is keeping the headphone jack on the Redmi Note 7. When it comes to the specifications, this is where there are major changes on this phone because the Redmi Note 7 will now get a Snapdragon 660. So it's gonna be in line with the Zenfone Max Pro M2, the Realme 2 Pro. So I'm really happy that Xiaomi is finally moving to Snapdragon 660. And on top of that, I think you will have 3GB variant, the base variant, the 4GB variant, and maybe there might be a 6GB variant as well. You've got Snapdragon 660, you've also got 4000 mAh of battery, similar to what we have been seeing from the Redmi Note 4, I think. So yeah, 4000 mAh of battery should be good on the Redmi Note 7. And on top of that, like I said earlier, you also have quick charging support. So the specifications on this phone, at least on paper, look to be very good. And I think it would be running MIUI 10. I'm not sure if it's going to be Android Oreo or Android Pie, but I'm pretty positive that it should be Android Pie. And finally, let's come to something that a lot of you guys are interested in, the cameras. So on the Redmi Note 7, the back camera is going to be a 48 megapixel sensor. Yes, 48 megapixels of primary sensor and a 5 megapixel of secondary sensor. It's going to have all of the AI features that you have been seeing on MIUI devices. While it sounds too good on paper, I'm not sure how Xiaomi is going to implement the 48 megapixel sensor because you know, megapixels aren't the only thing that's important on a phone. You need to see the sensor as well. And this phone, I think, has the Samsung G1 sensor with a 1.6 micron size. So I'm really excited to test out the cameras on this phone because the cameras have always been good on the Redmi Note Pro devices. So I hope the Redmi Note 7 doesn't disappoint as well. And on the front, you've got a 13 megapixel sensor, so nothing too exciting about that, but I'm really eager to test out the rear facing camera on that phone. Finally, coming to the pricing, this phone is going to be priced between 999 and 1399 yuan. So that's approximately 10,000 to 14,000 rupees, which is amazing. I mean, if Xiaomi can give us Snapdragon 660 for like 10-11,000, it's really gonna break the market of a lot of devices that are currently the market leaders. Xiaomi is also giving 18 months of warranty on the Redmi Note 7. So in China that is available, but I'm not sure if that would be extended to the Indian markets as well. As of now, the Redmi Note 7 is going to go on sale at 14th of January in China, and I don't know when it's going to be launched in India, but I think it should be launched after mid-February because the Redmi Note 5 Pro was launched around that time last year. So it makes sense to launch the Redmi Note 7 after 1 year of the Redmi Note 5 Pro. There's also going to be a Redmi Note 7 Pro, and that phone is going to go on sale after the Chinese New Year, so after mid of February. And that phone also has a 48 megapixel sensor, but it's a Sony IMX586 sensor. So both of these phones, the Redmi Note 7 as well as the Note 7 Pro, have 48 plus 5 megapixel sensors, but where they differ is in the sensor quality. So you've got a Samsung sensor on the Note 7 and a Sony sensor on the Note 7 Pro. And apart from that, I think both of the phones would be similar: Snapdragon 660, 4000 mAh of battery, Qualcomm quick charging, Waterdrop notch, glass body, and you've got all of the amazing things on the Redmi Note 7 as well as the Note 7 Pro. I'm very eager to test out these phones because the Note 6 Pro, which I have currently, honestly wasn't a true upgrade from the Redmi Note 5 Pro. It was just a mid-cycle refresh, didn't bring anything new to the table that was interesting, but I think the Redmi Note 7 is going to change that. So what do you guys think about the Redmi Note 7 as well as the Note 7 Pro? Do you think Xiaomi is back in the market? Because lately not a lot has been going on with their Redmi devices. I'm definitely getting one when this phone is getting launched in India. Maybe I might try to import it from China, but honestly it gets very expensive and I might as well wait for a month, after which the phone is going to officially launch in India. So that is all I have to say about the Redmi Note 7 as well as the Note 7 Pro. If you guys would like to know anything else, please let me know in the comments. Do let me know your thoughts about this phone as well, and you can connect with me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for some behind the scenes content. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in the notifications very soon. Peace.